I'm going to teach you the thermodynamics of rest periods. You're doing 20 sets of biceps and your arms aren't even getting any bigger. You want a bigger bicep so that when you finally bag the gym baddie, she's going to caress your arms and comment on how big they are. So you add more sets to your program, but that isn't working either. What's going on? I'm going to tell you an easy system on exactly what you need to do. I went from a 120-pound skinny fat nerd to a 160-pound aesthetic mechanical engineer. I have been taught to create and analyze systems. And in this short video, I'm going to give you an easy system on the thermodynamics of rest periods. I also do one-on-one coaching. If you want to make gains and look more aesthetic faster, schedule a one-on-one coaching call with me with the top link in the description. I'm going to give you a really quick lesson on thermodynamics and tie it straight back into bodybuilding. Engines lose power when they can't dissipate thermal energy fast enough, thus they overheat. Dissipating means like getting rid of thermal energy being like heat. There's a lot of different like nerdy reasons as to why this happens, but the main reason is efficiency loss. The engine isn't able to efficiently convert the chemical energy into mechanical energy. Chemical energy for an engine is like gasoline. So what this looks like in bodybuilding is ATP replenishment and central nervous system fatigue. ATP is essentially the energy currency of our body. It is kind of like the gasoline of engines. ATP is also created by the mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of the cell. I'm sure I probably didn't even have to say that. If you have like a low amount of ATP, you're not going to be able to output as much power in the gym. And the next thing is central nervous system fatigue. There are two types of fatigues: local fatigue and systemic fatigue. Local fatigue is like when you do bicep curls. You really feel it in your biceps. You feel the local fatigue in your biceps, but you don't really feel it in the entirety of your body. Whereas systemic fatigue is the fatigue you feel in your whole body. Like if you do deadlifts, squats, Bulgarians, like big leg movements, you will feel it in your entirety of your body. You feel super tired because of systemic fatigue. These two mechanisms, ATP replenishment and nervous system fatigue, is essentially like the heat building up on an engine. If you don't do something about these two, you will lose power. Thus, you will get less gains. The good news is that you can easily do something, and that is as simple as rest more. Rest more in between each of your sets. If you are spending less than 1 minute in between each set, that is exactly why you lose so much power in the gym. You're not giving your body enough time to dissipate the heat. Thus, you are losing so much power. Thus, you're losing so much strength. Thus, your biceps aren't getting any bigger. So, how do you rest as a bodybuilder? Very simple. On most exercises, I would say 90 seconds to 3 minutes is plenty. So like biceps, chest, back, or not all back movements, but most back movements, triceps, shoulders, literally like almost everything except legs. 90 seconds to 3 minutes is plenty of time to rest. And for even like on biceps, I would say 90 seconds is good enough. If you get to 2 minutes, that's fine. More than that, then it's like a little too much stress for your bicep because your bicep doesn't generate that much systemic fatigue. It generates a lot of local fatigue, but it also doesn't use that much ATP. So a lower rest time on biceps is kind of okay. But again, for most exercises, 90 seconds to 3 minutes. On exercises where there's a lot of fatigue buildup, I would do 3 to 5 minutes. More than 5 minutes, I think it's too much. 3 to 5 minutes is kind of the sweet spot. These are exercises like squats, deadlifts, Bulgarians, leg press, hack squat, literally like most big leg movements. Leg extensions, not so much. I wouldn't put this in this category, but for like the huge leg movements where it like uses like a lot of your body, where it builds up a lot of systemic fatigue, 3 to 5 minutes is a good spot to be at. Congratulations, bro. You just learned some thermodynamics, and now you're going to make more gains because of it. If you found this information helpful, I have a lot more facts to spit. Schedule a one-on-one coaching call with me with the top link in the description. I'll propel you in the right direction. You know what to do. Get up and get after it.